Okay, let's get you striping the ball better with your irons, puring it, compressing it, and hitting it solid. How are we gonna do that? Well, we have a great drill for you today called line drill. What I need you to do is get a line on the ground some way or another. This first white line here, I sprayed with my Dr. Scholl's Odorex foot powder spray. If you don't have that, I do recommend grabbing it, but if you don't, and you're out of the course, you can use some divot seed here and just spray that on the ground. However you can get a line, even if you're practicing in the dirt, maybe you can make a line with your club. You just need some sort of line on the ground. So the objective here is to get the low point of our swing to bottom out in front of the golf ball. If it's not bottoming out in front of the golf ball, then we're either gonna hit it fat or thin. So for those of you that are hitting it fat or thin, it's bottoming out behind the golf ball. You're hitting turf first and then the ball. Or if you're not hitting the turf, you're pulling up and the club is catching it on the way up and you're gonna hit it thin. So we need to get your low point, so the bottom of your swing arc, to be in front of the line. So we made a line here, and what we're gonna do is set up to it, and we're gonna work on getting our divots in front of the line. So if we can take a swing here and get the divot to be in front of the line, then we know that our swing arc is bottoming out in front. Now, some of you may be trying this drill and saying, Josh, I have the line there, but I still keep hitting behind it. Like, what can I do to get me to hit ball first and then the ground second? Well, there's a couple drills here that I want to talk about. First, let's talk about 3 reasons why you do hit behind the ball and why your swing arc is bottoming out behind it. Number 1, the failure to rotate or shift your weight into your lead side in transition. So if you're falling back on it a little bit, having too much weight on your trail side, as you transition through, that can lead to fat contact. Also, if you're early releasing, so if you're releasing your wrist too early or flipping at the golf ball, that can also cause the club to get further away from your body and hit the ground first. Or if it's lack of rotation, if you're just using all arms, that can be another reason why you're hitting the ball fat. So let's talk about number 1, weight transfer. A good drill here when you're using this line drill is called the step through drill. So I'm going to step back to my trail foot as I take the club back, and as I swing through, I'm going to step into it and step through towards my target. This is going to ensure that I'm getting my weight forward. So it's going to be an exaggeration for those of you that struggle with falling back. So step back, step forward, divot in front of the line. Step back, step forward, divot in front of the line. Next, let's talk about those of you that flip at the ball or early release. What I want you to do is grab the club about 5 inches from the head here and have the left side of the club, so the grip, on your lead hip. So if you have it on your lead hip, what the objective here is to do is to swing without the grip hitting you in the lead hip. So if you were to flip or you were to early release, that grip's going to smack you right in the left side there. So we're going to feel like that grip is staying away from our body and we can follow through without it hitting. So it's nice and slow at first, you don't want to get hurt, and then you can start moving faster. So you're feeling like your upper body's rotating, you're holding on to these wrist angles, and you're letting the grip stay away from your side. You can also take a look at your face as you do this, just to make sure you're squaring up your face. This is a great drill. So all that together, we can think, okay, let me get my weight forward, hold on to these wrist angles, feel like our hands are in front of the ball at impact, and we're gonna feel like that divot is in front of the line. So now what we can do is take our ball, and what I want you to do is put it right on the front edge of the line, so more so towards the front of the line. And what we're gonna feel is ball first, divot second, and that divot should be front of the line. Just like that, and that's absolutely pure there. As I look down here, there's no divot, no line is taken whatsoever, but the divot is in front. This is one of my favorite drills, guys. If you're someone who struggles with hitting your irons well, I just basically told you how to prevent those fat and thin shots all in one video. So we're making sure we're transferring our weight. We're making sure we're not flipping at the club too early. You kind of want that hands to be where your left thigh is at impact. Great drill here, club on the hip from flipping, and it's going to also help you rotate and control that face. So try the line drill. If you're somebody who only has mats to practice off, Just find a piece of dirt or find your backyard, somewhere that you don't mind messing up the grass a little bit, and try this. You should be able to do this 20 times without hitting the line. If you can do that, you're not going to be hitting the ball fat or thin on the golf course.